Hello and welcome to our very first Essential Oils with Autism. This is my first class that I'm just going to put out there so that others will have access to it. But in hopes that this is just the beginning of a journey with you all and looking for ways to learn more about essential oils and actually how beneficial they are to our children, whether they're on the spectrum or not. But my main focus today is to share a little bit about my story and then tell you some of the things that helped us initially, introduce a few things to you that are new to us, and then I'm kind of going to do a little series about this. So today is just really the basics of our story. So my name is Lori Ashworth, and I'm a wife and a mother. I have 4 children. My oldest daughter is 15. I have a 14-year-old daughter, an 11-year-old son, and then my son Mitchell is 9. He just turned 9, and he is our child that is on the autism spectrum. So he was diagnosed when he was 3.5, and since that time, I have been on a unexpected journey. And I have learned a ton about health and wellness. I had actually tapped into it right when he was born, just for my own personal benefit, and then it started benefiting our family. But then when he was diagnosed at 3.5, it took me to a deeper level. And so I have really learned just a ton of information, and I won't share all that with you today, but I want to just help you understand how these essential oils and the products that we use have helped him and our family. And so, I've been on a journey of trying to understand and trying to figure out what to do for my son. And with that comes a lot of knowledge. But the other part to that is that he has to be willing and able to do those things that I learned. So one of our biggest struggles to this day is food. And I won't get into much details about that, but food is a huge issue for kiddos on the spectrum and a lot of kiddos with special needs. And then when we have that food problem, it causes a lot of different things to happen. But what I've learned over the years is that our gut is like our second brain. And so the biggest challenge with kids with autism is to get that gut functioning so their brains can function better. Okay, the other thing is to eliminate as many toxins in their environment as possible. Now that is a very difficult journey to go on because we are introduced to toxins from the moment we wake up in the morning, when we jump in the shower to the time we go to bed. So if you think about all the things that we put on our body throughout the day and all the things that we consume during the day, we really have to be intentional about eliminating toxins. So when we're talking about eliminating toxins, some of the first things that we did were even, just as simple as not using Diet Coke anymore, and then using really good laundry soap, deodorant, things like that. So that was for our family. So again, the hardest thing with autistic children is knowing what needs to be done, but trying to implement. And so I've tried a lot of things. We worked with a nutritionist, and we did a little bit of OT and things like that. Sometimes you can be so closed-minded, this was me, that you don't open yourself up to new opportunities. And I always think there was a time in our journey where I was like, I have to be open to other options for him. And that's when one of my dear friends had told me about doTERRA and how it had been helping children with autism. And the one thing that I will say is it has helped. But the beauty of it is that it's easy to put on a child with autism. So if I know that there's a particular oil that's good for him, all I have to do is apply it to the back of his neck, apply it to his feet. So it was this one thing that was easy. This one thing that could support my son without him really even realizing it. And now, years later, he will even ask for oils. If his belly's upset, he'll tell me, I need an oil. Or if I feel like maybe he's getting a temperature, I'll get an oil for him. I could put it on him and he doesn't even know. He doesn't have to, before it used to be take ibuprofen or take cough syrup, which we don't use any over-the-counter drugs anymore. So we support our health and well-being with holistic products, mainly oils. So we use every aspect of the oils. So there's a whole medicine cabinet that you can use to support your respiratory system, your immune system. So we have it all. But that would be we'll talk about that in another class. Today, I just really want to talk about the joy that doTERRA has been, because it's not invasive to him. He doesn't even know. And if he ever did resist to me putting an oil on him, I would just walk away and then come back and revisit him and just say, hey, can I put a dot of this on your foot? I think sometimes the best way to deal with our kiddos is just giving them time to kind of process things, A lot of times we don't like things thrown at us. We like to process it. And then once we revisit it, it's like, okay, I can handle that. So I do that a lot with him. Really, I want to just share, with oils, there is an emotional side of support and there's a physical side of support. So that has also been really, really beneficial for him. I remember he's really learned to cope with life pretty well. There's still a few things that'll trigger him. And, as he grows, he's faced with different things that he has to adapt and cope with. But I remember in the beginning, if I needed to transition him to something new when he was younger, I would put on In Tune, so that he could focus and transfer into whatever else we were doing. If we were leaving to go pick up a child or going to the grocery store or something. The other thing is, so let's see, shifting gears and things like that. The other thing is when that you have to take him somewhere that isn't necessarily something that he enjoys, preparing him for that. So there's oils that can help him be in a better mood. There are oils that can help motivate him, be enlightening to him, and make him feel more joy and peace and calm. So he's never been a really terrible sleeper, but a lot of kiddos with autism have a hard time settling down at night because their brains are always going. And so we have a great oil, and I prefer Serenity. Lavender is another oil, but I prefer Serenity. So that is a great oil to just maybe rub on their pillow, have a diffuser going in their room at night. It's real calming, and it helps them to get a good night's sleep. Another thing is a soothing bath. I put the Serenity drops in a bath for him before bed. I know a lot of autistic kids love to be in the water. Water is so good for them. So that is a great way to soothe them before bed, and they don't even know it. You have a couple drops of oils in their bath, and they don't even know that you're actually trying to support their sleep. So that's the beauty of that. So uplifting. The very first oil that I started putting on Mitchell was frankincense. And I have, this is like my oil Bible, but it is amazing for any symptoms that are showing up, or it also can help you to see what different oils help with different things. So you can, if you have a oil that you have, you can look in this book and see all the benefits that it offers. So if you pull up frankincense, one of the things in there is the brain. Confusion, helps the immune system, mental fatigue, memory, all these amazing things. And so my girlfriend called me and she said, start putting frankincense on the back of his neck. Anything to help restore and heal a child with autism's brain is amazing. And so that is my number one oil that I really actually encourage everyone to use daily. So frankincense is one of my favorite oils. But then let's see here. If you come in this amazing book and you pull up, let's see if it's in here. If you pull up autism, it says autism is a developmental disorder that impairs the normal development of communication, sociality, and human interaction. So if you're trying to reduce anxiety or fear, one of the first oils that they show us is geranium, and then clary sage and bergamot. So it shows you what oils support whatever is going on in your body. So it makes it very user-friendly for kids. They're anxious about something, then you can pull this up and go to anxiety. And you can look in here. And when you get to anxiety, let's see. Yes, it will be here, and oh boy, anxiety. It'll pull up and it'll tell you lavender, orange, lemon, copaiba. Copaiba is another one I will talk about on another call, but I highly recommend it. I'll pull up copaiba and see all the greatness it has in here for you. But this book is awesome because it has, homemade deodorant and stuff that you can make for yourself. Deodorant is a big one, guys, I will tell you. Make sure your deodorant is super, super, super clean. If you don't have one that you love, I highly recommend you try doTERRA's. We just came out with a new one that I absolutely love. So copaiba, however you want to say it, is for anxiety, inflammation. It's an antioxidant, and it's great for muscle aches and pains. So it was used for skin disorders, historically used for skin disorders, respiratory problems like bronchitis, bladder and kidney infections, stomach ulcers, tons of stuff, guys. It's an amazing oil. So I would highly recommend that one. And obviously you can message me and I can set you up with your own account. I could order a few oils for you. So wherever you pop in at this message, just know that I can support you however you need it. One thing that is great this year, we just came out with our kids collection. And it is super, super awesome. It comes with this case, and you can put your oils right in here. And they come with, I don't have the little things out. This is my second case. My other one's in the other room. But they come with color-coded, they come with flashcards. But I'll just pull one of these out. This is my, like I said, my second one. My kids are using that one. So they have these little tops on them. You can hang them from their bag or put them inside their bag, hang them in their bags. And here are the flashcards. So it shows them what they're going to use it for. Information on the back. This is great for kids that are in sports. Great for kids going to school. We have Brave, the Rescuer, which is a soothing blend. So if they're going to take a test and they need to kind of chill out. Restful blend, which is the one to calm them. Courage is our Brave. The grounding. So just that they need to just be grounded. This was one other one that was really great for autism. So it's called the Steady. The protective blend. So when they're at school, this is great for them to have, rub on their hands, put on the back of their neck, keep their immune system strong. And then the Thinker, which is the focus blend. Here's another great one for testing or just focusing to that teacher for that 40 minutes that they're in the class, whatever it may be. So I don't want to overwhelm you too much with a lot of information. I can share more details about each oil with you individually. Feel free to contact me if there's something that struck you that that you want to look more into, or if this is something that might benefit you and your family. One other thing that I do a lot is I always am concerned with the emotions that kids are feeling. And so I do these scans. It's an iTovi scan, and it takes about 40 seconds. You just hold it in your hand, and it scans our bodies, reads the biomarkers, and tells us what our body's calling for, what oils our body is needing like right now. And so if your kid's been struggling with a little bit of anxiety, you can pull up those oils and start putting those oils on him for a couple days and just help him or her to be able to support that with oils. Roller bottles. So these are the same in the kids line. But there's a lot of emotions ones that you can get that are amazing. So peace, cheer, motivate. So there's a whole line of emotions oils, which are amazing. And with each emotion, there's a description of how that works for your body. So when you scan and you pull up a certain oil, I'll pull one up and just kind of talk to you about it right now so you can see what this does. So if I pulled up, let's say, lemon. Let's go to lemon. I don't even know what that one says. So lemon is the oil of focus. The delightful citrusy aroma of lemon oil engages the mind and aids concentration. While lemon supports the emotional body, its major effects are experienced in the mental field. The crisp scent of lemon oil improves one's ability to focus. Lemon is a wonderful aid for children struggling in school. It teaches individuals to be mentally present by focusing on one thing at a time. Don't we all need that? Lemon dispels confusion and bestows clarity. It counterbalances mental fatigue due to too much studying or reading. Lemon restores energy, mental flexibility, and the drive to complete a project. Awesome, we all need that. Lemon is especially helpful in cases of learning issues. Whether an individual has a difficult time concentrating or feels incapable of learning, lemon clears self-judgment such as I'm dumb or I'm not a good student. Lemon calms fears and insecurities while restoring confidence in the self. Emotionally, lemon inspires a natural playfulness and buoyance in the heart. It assists in releasing feelings of despair and hopelessness by restoring feelings of joy and happiness. Lemon inspires joyful involvement in the present moment by infusing the soul with energy, confidence, and alertness. Amazing. Isn't that amazing? This lemon oil, as a wholesale customer, you can get that for $10. That is simply amazing. The other great thing, so that one oil right there can do so much for our children. I mean, just having them breathe that in can just change their day, right? Uplifting, focusing, giving them positive thoughts. And it's really good for our digestive system too. I would love to connect with you. I love to be able to work with individuals one-on-one so that I can get to know what is perfect for your family. There are a lot of things like I've talked about, deodorant, laundry soap, things like that are very important also to start kind of transitioning out of and making sure that our homes are chemical and toxin free as much as we possibly can. Our bodies were just not made to detox all these toxins and chemicals. And that's why there's so much cancer and so much sickness in the world today. So if I can help you in any way, start eliminating little things that sometimes we're not even aware of, I would love that opportunity. We can take this on a journey and just start working to help you and your family with your needs that might be helpful to you. And I'd love the opportunity to work with you on that. So if anything kind of triggered you that you want to look more into, please send me a message, send me an email, whatever works for you. I would love to connect. So have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon.